Hello everyone, Scottish Lad here, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing a set of the Cameron Menzies darts by Unicorn. Now I must stress, Cameron no longer actually uses these, he now uses the Chris Dobies, and before anybody asks, the Buckfast bottle in the thumbnail was simply because Cameron Menzies does like the occasional bottle of Buckfast. But let's go and get a look at these darts right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we have a nice close-up look to the Unicorn Global Series Cameron Menzies. Now I have to point out, Cameron Menzies no longer actually uses these, he now uses Chris Dobies. So I thought I'd just take a look at these darts anyway, because they're still available to buy and some people will like the look of them. Obviously, as I say, these are manufactured by Unicorn, as you can probably tell with the stem flight setup and the fact you've got a Unicorn badge on the dart, and then the Cameron Menzies signature, and that big smooth band at the rear section, which I will go on to in a minute. These are 90% tungsten, and they're available in various places. In some places they're $36.95, in bullseyes'darts.co.uk they're $39.95, and then on the Unicorn website they're $52.95, so there's a bit of a price gap there. I'd probably go for the cheapest price possible if you can find them, just because of the way the world is at the moment. Now, as I say, these are 90% tungsten. They're only available in one weight, which is rather unfortunate. These are only available in 24 gram. I also have to point out, these aren't the original points. The points that come with these are usually silver, and obviously I've equipped 41mm regrooved points, just for something different. As I said about the signature up there, Cameron Menzies signature, and Ayrshire lad is Cammy, just like myself, being from Ayrshire. Now the length of these is 52.7, and that's from where the point meets the barrel to where the stem meets the barrel. Now the width, obviously it's a straight barrel, so the width is the same all the way along. The width is 6.4mm, so it's a bit longer than standard as a set of darts, and the width is pretty much bang on for what I like to use when I'm throwing, which obviously, as I say, is a bit of everything. The grip, as you can see, is a very basic ring grip. Quite deeply cut as well. Don't know if you'll be able to see it properly, but it's a nice deep cut. Definitely level 3 on a scale of 1 to 5. And there's a bit here as well. It's like the LP grip, it's like a micro ring style cut. It's not too bad in terms of grip there. I'd probably say that wee bit's also a 3, so all in all, where the grip is a 3. For you rear grippers though, you're not going to have much in the way of grip, as you can tell with that big smooth section at the rear. It's a bit of a major turn off for us as rear grippers. They come with the Unicorn gripper free stems in white, obviously. They're a bit better if they were black, so it would have went with the flight a bit better. And these Cameron Menzies flights, which actually not bad flights. 100 micron as well, which is an added bonus. And as I say, I added the 41mm points just for something a bit different. But I've gave you all the necessary information on the Unicorn Cameron Menzies in 24 gram. Let's get them over to the board and we'll see how we got on with them. Right guys, here we go. It's the throwing section for the Unicorn Cameron Menzies. It's the global series obviously as well. Like I say, Cameron no longer does use these darts, he now uses the Chris Dobies, so they're very similar in a way, I suppose, but the grip for me just wasn't there, because obviously I'm barely touching the grip at all with my grip. You'll probably not be able to see it properly, but I'm not touching any of that grip whatsoever as a rear gripper, so it's no use to me. And plus, with it being smooth, it does tend to kind of get quite slippy, very similar to quite a lot of darts that have that smooth section at the back. But in terms of, I had to move my grip forward and stuff as well, which you can see isn't making it very comfortable for me to throw them. But even then, the grip's definitely level 3. They fly really nicely through the air. The 41mm did definitely affect the flight. It kind of made them dip a wee bit more in the air. But that's just everybody's personal preference when it comes to points. But in terms of front and middle gripper, they'll probably feel really nice in hand. It feels unnatural to me being a rear gripper, but nonetheless, pretty solid dart. It's a basic ring grip, you can't really fault it and go wrong with it. The stem and flight, Not too bad for the dart. If it was me though, I would have put a black unicorn stem on there, just because it would have went a wee bit better. But nonetheless, that is what it is. The grip, obviously has that ring grip, as I say, it's definite. You can feel it, it doesn't dig in overly much, but you can feel it. And then at the front you've got that wee bit as well, which is good for finger placement, depending on where you grip your fingers, because I know people that grip like this, for example, so they'd be getting that wee bit there as well. But cracking wee dart from a fellow Scotsman, a fellow Ayrshire man, so can't really grumble. Let me know what you think of them in the comment section down below. Obviously, cracking wee dart, I think. Let's go and get wrapped up. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, that was my review of the Unicorn Cameron Menzies, which I actually got off a friend of mine, Craig Martin, who stays down in Irvine. So thanks very much, Craig, for the darts. They're cracking, and well, for a middle to front gripper, they're cracking. For me as a rear gripper, I'm not benefiting much from these as I throw on myself, because obviously I like a bit of grip up at the back, just so I've got my fingers steady all the time. Now, the stem and flights are not bad. I mean, I threw these before the review, of course. The flights have held up pretty well. I've not managed to Robin Hood the stems, and the flights are actually staying secure on the Unicorn stems, which is a first for me when it comes to these gripper frees. There was always usually one that had to come off at some point. I added the 41mm points just for something different, because it's something I've not used in a while, so thought I'd try it. But they're nice darts if you're a front to middle gripper. Rear grippers, if you like a smooth dart, then fair dues, go for it. But for front and middle grippers is probably where it's at. Also, if you collect Scottish dart players' darts, probably worth a wee buy. So obviously don't buy if you don't want to buy. This is purely opinion based. It is up to yourselves what you do after you watch each video I produce. But let me know what you think of the Menzies darts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like in the video and subscribe if you haven't already. On the road to 2,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get there by the end of 2022. Stay safe out there, and of course, keep on darting.